Welcome everybody, Driver53 here, and today I will be your guide on this virtual tour of the Great Plateaus. Now, the Great Plateaus is a piece of property that was recently listed by TNTmodding. It's been a while since we've seen anything from TNTmodding, and we didn't think that there would actually be anything new on the market from them. And it's very, very great to see that they have at least one more piece of property here available for purchase. So let's jump into the description of the area and a little more of the details of what you're going to need to download to be able to access this property. So once again, this is by TNTmodding. The download size for this file is going to be 137.36 megabytes. It's version 1.0.0.0, and it first became available on June 10th of 2021. It is able to be viewed on all platforms: PC, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. And in the description it says, "Welcome to the Great Plateaus, a small farming community in a mountainous region with a primary focus on grapes, olives, and forestry. There are 73 fields varying in size and shape. 12 fields have already been planted with grapes and olives. There's also a storage shed and silo to set up a nice vineyard farm. There are 5 main sell points as well as bale and wool selling stations. The BGA must be purchased to use. The main farm has cows and chickens. There is also a horse farm below the castle. This is a great place to enjoy the majestic views while tending to your fields. This area is seasons ready and precision farming DLC supported." So once again, we have a brand new crop here in olives. Absolutely fantastic. TNTmodding was able to get that into this location for us. Now, there is one more thing that we need to go over really quick. There are additional things that you need to download to be able to access this place properly. The first of these downloads is going to be the Broad 9000L, and it has a size of 7.37 megabytes. The next one is going to be the DRL 140N, and it has a download size of 4.34 megabytes. And the last one is going to be the Great Planter. It is 1.03 megabytes in size. Alright, so now that we've checked out all of that information, let's jump over to the farm. Welcome to the Great Plains, everybody. The first stop on our tour here today is going to be the shop. And as you can see, it's an unbranded shop, but that doesn't mean you can't get everything you need here. And if you need to work on your vehicle, you're going to pull it right here. So this is where you go. Boom, right there. This is a non-functional lift over here, and you are not able to get inside this. Now this is where you're going to order all your stuff at. So you're going to come right here, and there you go. So let me go ahead and get in the vehicle here, and then we will take a look at the map. So here's the map, and as you can see, we are almost exactly in the middle at the shop, right here. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to come down here to the main farm, look around some of the different pieces of equipment, storage options, a couple animal places, and then we're going to continue on around, making a counterclockwise direction back over here to the sawmill, and then back around to a selling station, and then back around over here. So it's going to be a little bit of a tour. Stick with me. We're going to see a lot of stuff today, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But let's go ahead and fire this up. We'll get the drone out here behind us, and we'll begin our way. Now, there are 3 different versions of this map. You have Start from Scratch, Farm Manager, and New Farmer. In Start from Scratch and Farm Manager, the local municipality has issued 344 slots out of 1,299 to your property. That means you're not going to have actually anything extra as a sellable item here on the map whenever you load in. On New Farmer mode, though, you will have 587 slots allotted for this area. And one of those is this nice, beautiful truck right here. You also have a really nice farmhouse right here. And whenever you're ready to go to sleep, you can come right here. Nice little garage here also with a toolbox inside. Non-functional, no tools inside it. And then we come over here and we start seeing our storage options. We have some very nice pieces of equipment. We'll go in more detail about these in the catalog. So as you can see, really nice pieces of equipment. A nice open 3-sided building right there. You do have a power washer sitting right here also. And over here, more equipment. Some really nice stuff. A big diversity. Now, as it was mentioned, this is a map primarily set up for vineyard style farming, but all the equipment that you have is not for that, unfortunately. Um, but it is available, and we will go over that also. So you got a nice silo right here, but the silo does not hold any regular crop. It is only set up right now for grapes and olives. There are two different types of grapes on this map. You have white and red, and then your olives. You also have fertilizer and herbicide right here, liquid fertilizer and herbicide. You have a lime, seed, and mineral fertilizer point right here as well. That barn over there, you are not able to get inside. It's locked up pretty solid. This is water right here for you. And over here is going to be fuel if you would need any of that. And if we open up this building right here, you can see you have a nice harvester with a corn header on it. You've got a regular grain header sitting right here, and a couple really nice New Holland tractors. Very, very nice. And some other pieces of equipment there. If we come around over here, you're going to see that you have a water tank sitting right out here. And it's probably going to hold milk too, I'm assuming, because this is a milk spawn point right here. If we come around over here, this is going to be where all the food goes for your cows. If you need to order cows, this is where you're going to do it right here. You can also go to the animal dealer, which we'll look at later, and bring them over yourself. This is going to be where your water goes. If we make our way around this side here, this is going to be straw. Once you start producing slurry, this is where you will pick that up at, and your manure is going to be right here. If we make our way around over to this area, you can see that you also have the options for chickens. This is where the pallets or boxes of eggs will spawn for you. This is where you order your chickens at, right here. And this is where their food is going to go. Very, very nice. So now that we've looked around the main starting farm here, let's actually take a little bit more detailed look at the map really, really quickly. So once again, this is your main area right here that you are going to start with. Now, what exactly do you own? You own quite a bit, but this is the main farm. This is the sellable part right here. It's going to cost roughly $217,000. Now, pretty decent soil structure also in this field with loam and sandy loam. It's field number 2 back here. It's kind of hard to see with that, so we're going to turn it off. And this right here is the one field that you own. Everything else is just your farmyard and your animal pen, things like that. So what else do we have around? So field 3 is about $136,000. Field 4, 60. You've got $39,000. You've got $95,000. If you want to get into some of the bigger fields, there's none that are like really, really big. You've got 49 up here, that's $193,000. You have 58, which is $294. 47 is $154. And then field 15 down here in the bottom is about $237. If you're into logging, there is a nice logging area right in here, which is available for $1.1 million. You also have this area right in here, which is about $330,000. And this area right in here, which is about $437,000. There's also another smaller area right here, which is about $367,000. So enough opportunity for logging if you are up for that challenge. Field 34 over here is about 87. I want to find a smaller one. There you go. About 14,000 if you wanted that one right there. And 15 on this one. I believe those are going to be your smallest ones. Now, if you're up for some vineyard activity, this main farm right here is going to be about $235,000. And if you look at the different plots of vineyards, 85,000, 62, 64, a little bit more than 66. These over here are going to run you about 73. About 73,000. These up here, about 82 and 64. While we're looking at it, let's go ahead and take a look at the biogas plant. That's going to be 206,000. Now you do need to own this to be able to use it like the description said earlier. Your normal price for silage is about 360, which is pretty standard. So what we're going to do now is take a look at our catalog at the starting equipment if you want to purchase this and start on New Farmer. So once again, the starting slot count is going to be 587 out of 1,299. You're going to have a New Holland T5 120, a New Holland T6 175, a New Holland TX32. You've already seen the Lizard pickup truck. We're also going to have an K Agriliner HKD 302. You're going to have the Farm Tech TDK 1600. You're going to have the New Holland TX32 header, grain header. You're going to have the corn header also. That's a Ziegler Corn Champion 5R. You're going to have the Stara Fox 11, which is a cultivator, which you can also put some seeds in the ground. You have a multi-cultivator, a TT. It's a 5-in-1, and it's a subsoiler, and it also can do some fertilizing for you. This is your Vetterstad Spirit R300S, the Limken Azurit 9. This is the Limken Solitaire 23, the Bredel K105, New Holland Discbine 313, the Strautmann Zelon CFS 2501 DO, the KUHN Knight RA 142, the Joskin Aquatrans 7300S, the Stoll FZ30 front loader, the Stoll Universal Bucket, the Stoll Bale Spike. You have a New Holland TX32 header trailer. You also own the large cow pasture. You can sell this off. You're going to get $150,000 for it. It's actually going to hold 200 cows for you also. This is your chicken coop also. It's worth $10,000, and it's going to hold 100 chickens. There are no special food requirements for any animals on this farm. You also have the silo, like I said, the grape and olive silo. It's the only thing that's going to hold white grapes, red grapes, and olives. You have no storage opportunities at the start for regular crops. And you have another one available on another piece of property that you can use, but you do not own the vineyards yet. So you will need to buy those vineyards before you can use either of these silos. You also have a fertilizer tank that we saw. You have the herbicide tank. You have the pressure washer here. You have the Lizard gas station that we saw, the farmhouse, and that is it. That is everything that you own. While we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the special equipment that you're going to have. So if we come to harvesters, so if we come all the way here to the end, you can see the New Holland Broad 9000L. It's going to be $98,000 if you want to buy it, and it's going to be the only way that you're going to be able to harvest white and red grapes or olives. Really, really excited about those olives. It's the first time I've ever seen them on a map that's for sale here. Next, we're going to need to go to trailers. And if you come all the way to the end, once again, you're going to see the Lizard DRL 140N. It's going to cost you $13,500. And the last piece of unique equipment here is going to be under planters. It's all the way on the right side. It's a Damcon DL75. This is what you're going to use to plant your grapes and your olives. It's going to cost you $26,000. So one thing really quickly also about your other trailers, they are able to hold those extra crops. Not all of them though, only some if they're set up in like a bulk type capacity. So be cautious whenever you're purchasing a trailer that if you want it to hold those for you, that it says it down in the description of that item. So now let's go ahead and make our way around the rest of the map. We're going to make our way around looking at some of the different sale points. And I'm actually going to put on the mini map down here in the bottom corner so you can see exactly where we are. As we make our way out of the drive here, we're going to make a left-hand turn. And just admire this awesome, awesome scenery. Lots of elevation change here. It seems like it's going to be maybe not a big challenge, but if you don't have the right equipment, you could find yourself in a little bit of a power struggle getting up some of these hills for sure. Very, very beautiful. Lots of foliage and cliffs around the area, as you can see. Lots of roads that lead off to nowhere. Field accesses is what they are. And as you see right here on the left-hand side, we will turn in here, and this is where you will order your animals and pick them up if you so choose to do that. It's going to be right over here on this far side. Right here at the animal dealer. There you go. That's where you're going to purchase all of your animals at. And it also looks like this may be a bale sell point. Let's check on the big map here really quickly. And I do not see it. So it looks like it's just only the animal dealer. Okay. So I know there is another bale sell point on the other side of the map, but I just wanted to confirm that really quickly with you. So now that we've made our way around the map a little bit farther, we're going to go ahead and turn up this dirt road and go up this direction here to one of our first sale points. And it's going to be right here. Now, which sale point is this? Well, let's take a look at the map. As you can see, it's labeled as Selling Station 4. So what items are going to be able to be sold at Selling Station 4? All of your main crops are going to be able to be sold at all 5 of your selling points. So you have multiple options to be able to get the best price that you can. And as you come across, you can also see the potatoes and sugar beets. Also, you have sugar cane, you have eggs, and your milk. All of your main harvestable or your animal products are going to be able to sold here. Now, your cotton or your wool are only going to be able to be sold at the spinnery. Wood is only going to be at the sawmill. And at the barn, you have straw, hay, grass, and silage. Manure and slurry are only going to be able to be sold at the biogas plant. And also your hay, straw, grass, and silage are going to be able to be sold over there also at the biogas plant. And like I said, it's going to be $360 is the average price for your silage. Now, as far as grapes go, you have white, red, and olives. The last image there on the right is the olives. And as you can see, those are also able to be sold at all 5 selling stations. So we will not go back into this at all of those other places. This is the description here. Everything is able to be sold at everywhere, which is really, really awesome. So as we continue around this way, you're going to see, like I said, more roads to be able to access some of these fields. Lots of terrain change around here. Very, very well put together map. Very, very well. TNTmodding definitely did a very, very good job on this map. So we're going to turn this way and go up this hill. Very, very awesome stone structure right there. Look at the detail in that. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So we keep coming up here. We're going to make a right-hand turn right here. Go through these trees. And this is going to be one of your other selling points. Very nice. Ooh, got to be careful on those. But it's going to be right here for you. Really, really cool. We can take a look and see which one it is actually. And this is going to be selling station number 3. So next what we're going to do, we're going to come over here to this point here. This is going to be your other farm silo, and it's right next to the vineyards too. All right, and here's that second farm area that I was telling you about that has the silo on it that you have access to. You're going to be able to use it, but you don't own any of the property. And it's going to be set up for all of these vineyards. So if we go look at these, really, really nice, well thought out vineyards here. Very, very cool. Yeah, so it's owned by somebody else, and these are red grapes. Probably going to be olives over here. Oh, red grape saplings. So different size or different growth stages of your grapes. That's awesome. I was looking for olives. Let's see if we can find some olives here on the map. And as you can see, red grape saplings are going to be red in color, and white are going to be this white color, and olives are going to be the very, very bright green. So we need to come look at these over here. This is going to be olives. And like I said, this is the first time that these have been available for console owners. Very, very cool. I don't know how far into it they are. Let's look and see what this growth stage is right now. So they just got started planting. I wonder how tall these are truly going to be. Really, really cool. Thank you again, TNTmodding, for being able to put those on the map for us. So we'll hop back in our vehicle here, and let's see where we're going to go next. Now we're going to go up here to the biogas plant. We're going to check out another fuel station. And here we are coming up on the biogas plant. So there's a couple different ways you can get in here. This is going to be the most eastern way right here. And as you can see, there are 2 very large bunkers. Now, like I said, you are going to need to own this to be able to use it. This is where your materials are going to go in at. And over there under that spout, over against the fence, is where everything is going to come out at as digestate. You will be paid at midnight. And if we come this way, right over here, you can see that this is a gas station for you right here. Pull in right there, fill up, and you'll be back on the way in no time. Now, we're going to go east here and loop around to the sawmill. It's going to be a little bit of a drive, so I'll see you guys over there. Here we have one of our awesome forestry areas. And as you can see, we're going to come across this bridge right here. It's going to get a little noisy, but it's a very, very beautiful waterfall. River that feeds into a pretty nice lake area right here. Really, really cool. So we're going to continue around this way, make a right-hand turn, and that's going to take us up to the sawmill. But I wanted you guys to be able to see a little bit more of the area around here without getting stuck in these trees. That's the shop where you started at originally, and I missed my turn here, so let me back up, and we'll go this way right here up to the sawmill. We're also going to have the forestry area over on the left-hand side, and as you can see, it's very, very big over there on the right. Tons and tons of trees. They look like they're somewhat put in an order, maybe, but also kind of random. Yeah, they look pretty random now that I look at it. So this is going to be your sawmill right here. You're going to be able to put your logs right here in this location. And your wood chips are going to go back here over on this back side behind the other building. So we'll drive through right here. And that's where they're going to be at right there. And don't worry, this vehicle will have a full maintenance check on it, and any repairs will be done before you take ownership. So where are we going to now? Next, we're going to go over here to selling station number 5. Here we are, coming up this awesome road right here next to a couple really, really cool fields. And we've got a selling station right here. Now you're going to need to come all the way around over here to be able to access it. It's going to be right here. Pretty nice little ramp there. And once again, this is going to take all your crops. The only thing you're going to have to take somewhere else is going to be like wool and your cotton. So once again, as you can see, let's get out here and look at this. Very, very nice. Beautiful mountain in the background. And a nice castle that's sitting up over there. So where are we going to go to now? Now we're going to come down here to the selling station number 1. We'll make our way across to the spinnery. And then over here to the barn and the selling station number 2. And there is also a surprise over there by the selling station number 2 that I haven't told you guys about yet. It's really cool. It's another extra animal that you can buy and raise over there. So on to selling station number 1. So as we come up to selling station number 1, you can see there's like a little community around here. Must be a lot of the people that work in this selling station right here. It's going to be the entry point here or the exit, depending on which way you want to go. And this right here is where you're going to drop off all of your goods. So we'll continue to make our way out the other side right here. And then right here, you can see this is going to be an ATM for you, if you so choose to need some money. Nice little community there. Looks like a little pub, maybe a motel, hotel, a little inn, I guess you could call it. So we're going to continue on around this way. I wanted to show you guys what these fields and everything look like over here. They're a little bit smaller on this side. Kind of very, very irregular shaped. Very beautiful though. Very beautiful. And as you can see, there's a lot of nice stuff sitting up over there. I like the moss that's on the rocks. A lot of detail on this map. Really, really cool. So we're going to continue around and then make our way over to the next selling station, which is going to be just right up here. Once again, it's going to be another little community that's up here, it seems like. And it's going to be... oh, around over here. Sorry. So you have to make your way around through that without hitting anything. And it's going to be up over here. Very nice. So it's going to be right here. And this is actually going to be your spinnery. I am sorry. Not a selling station, but the actual spinnery right here. So next we're going to continue up this road. We're going to look at selling station 2 and the barn. All right, so right here is going to be your selling station number 2, right here on this grate. And be careful, there is some stuff over here on the side that's going to be pretty difficult for you to come through here with a big vehicle. So just keep that in mind. And then over here on this side is going to be bales. I know it doesn't look like they take them, but if you look here, it says barn. And if we come over here, the barn is where you're going to be able to sell all those items. Silage, bales, grass, hay, and straw. So the surprise that I wanted to show you guys, and the last item here on our tour today, is going to be horses. You have an option to own horses and raise them, breed them here on this map. If we look at the main map here, you can see that you don't own this property. How much does it cost? right here, it's going to be 87, almost 88,000. And whenever we buy it, there we go. Now you're going to have access. So this is going to be your water and your food. This right here is where you're going to be able to purchase the horses. There's 12. And this is going to be straw right here. So everything is really, really close together. You do have a gate here that you can get into. There's also a gate over here on the other side. Right there. Really, really nice. The barn, it's locked up pretty tight. You're not going to be able to get in there, unfortunately. But that is the last item on the map that we need to cover today. So I hope you guys really enjoy this virtual tour here today of the Great Plateaus. We're going to finish off our tour driving up into the mountains a little bit more and taking a look at some of these additional fields that are up here on the northwest section of the map. They're a little bit bigger. They seem to follow along the hillsides a little bit more plateau-ish type fields up here. Very, very beautiful. Lots of opportunity to be able to combine fields together if you so wished. There's not many trees in between them. And even the main roads right here maybe not need to be as big if you owned this area. Man, look at that. That is absolutely awesome. Rocks all the way around you. And you've got to plant and harvest inside there. Wow, very, very challenging to say the least. Congratulations, TNTmodding. You knocked it out of the park once again. And then you have this beautiful mountain that's over there behind as the backdrop. Absolutely awesome. Sorry, the drone's having a bad day today. So, very, very beautiful. Let's get out and take a look at it. Wow. Absolutely wow. All right, everybody. Well, that's going to be it. If you enjoyed this virtual tour today, go and give me a thumbs up if you would. If you want to be kept up to date on all my latest virtual tours here for console, think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you do, hit the notification bell too. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53, signing off.